Welcome to Division 3. We're here. Hope we're going to win it. I'll expect we'll win it. Oldham at home is the first game. Not ideal. These are a pretty decent team. Dudley always scores a few goals. Tony Cars is an exceptionally good player. Again, if this was a non-scouted run, I'd buy him. He does well. Teamwork and work rate seem to work really well for him, although he's not like the natural player that I would pick. No idea why they've got a... Oh, that must be their second goalkeeper. They've got 33 players. I don't know why they just haven't bought another goalkeeper. From my team, we've not really managed to get many players in this season. We have, however, managed to get a couple of new defenders. So we've got Gorbani. He's a really good Iranian centre-back. Good positioning, good strength, aggression, bravery. Jumping's okay, tackling's okay, so he's an upgrade. Got Sergei Chernov. Decent positioning, decent tackling, decent aggression. Agility, as you know, I like that. Jumping, bravery, so he's an upgrade. I've got Andre Nietzel, a German central midfielder. So he's got dribbling, bravery, jumping, pace, strength, stamina, technique, balance. So he's very dirty as well. So hopefully he's going to score a lot of goals from here. Now I did say I'd talk about arrows. Basically, arrows, they do a little bit but not loads. So they will change where the player is when you've got the ball. So look, he goes further forward. He goes back to his midfield position. So that's one of the things. But one of the other things it does is it mitigates the positional disadvantage. So, for example, let's say Hiroaki was only a forward left. If I put an arrow there, it mitigates all of the disadvantages of his versatility issues. Although he is obviously a forward, and you can also use this if you've got an attacking midfielder. The attacking midfielders get punished for not being forwards if they play here. So what you can do is you can do an arrow going backwards, or you can do attacking midfield with an arrow going forwards, and that'll negate it. So that's what arrows do. Obviously they change the position of the players, but like I said before, for some reason this position scores loads. Anyway, so here's the second new player, and then the third new player, fifth new player, is this Soratin. He's my new centre forward, off the ball, jumping, pace, bravery, finishing, teamwork, technique, work rate. Technique's good, strength's good. Not scored many for Dynamo Vologda, no idea. I've got quite a few Russians now in my team, Russians and Polish. Then finally, we have got Jimmy Kelly. Now, he's decent backup for my central midfield. Probably a little bit better than Paul Evans. Who knows? And finally, I brought in a load of coaches. And like I said, I just get the ones that are pretty good. Don't really set them on anything. Benetti's just my goalkeeper coach, obviously, but you can go on all of them because having a worse coach doesn't bring the average down. It's the numbers that they add up to, from what I understand. And that's that. So let's go. Just auto number. So my team isn't very right now. My team just isn't very good. We've not really found any very good players, so it's really quite difficult to be winning games. So my right winger scored his first goal for the club. That's part of his off the ball. He was playing better than my other players. Nietzsche's a bit tired, so we'll take him out. And no, I think the rest are fine. We can put Darlington on for Lovegrim. Great. Amazing. Let's see if we can not concede another goal. Obviously, we're going to struggle with that. So, just with the last substitute here for the injured player, and he scored on his debut. So once you start getting players that have got good off the ball, obviously you start scoring a lot more goals, having a lot more shots. We didn't have that many shots. Um, like I said before, so Duxbury, just teamwork and work rate seem to work really well together in terms of winning tackles and just knitting the play together. And Duxbury's mastery of the air with his bravery and his jumping meant that this became more difficult. In terms of their runs, Lionel Morgan, pace, technique, balance, and dribbling's okay. Decent crossing, so he's someone that I would like to buy actually. If it was a scouted out, if it wasn't scouted only, he's someone that I would buy. And then in terms of their shots on target, we've got Sheridan. No, he's not that great. Dudley Morgan, Corazon. So yeah. Anyway, first game we won 6-2. I'll see you in the next one. So our next league game is against Huddersfield. They're playing the sweeper formation. Wynard's a very good player with his pace, his technique. Yeah, he didn't do too well last season, but he is good. Maybe it's the formation. Some of his okay. I think Gray's usually a pretty decent player. Positioning, jumping, bravery. He'll win a lot of headers against me. So you also got Delroy Facey. Don't know why he's not playing. He should be playing every game. Scores so many goals. He's like an absolute elite player. He's someone you should buy. If you want to buy a player that's going to score far more goals, then they should be allowed. Delroy Facey is it. He plays as a second midfielder. He plays as centre forward, and he absolutely scores masses. So hopefully he'll stay on the bench for the entire game, so he doesn't come and ruin my life. So never played him before in this game. Same team. Darlington's back in. Morton's on the wing because Hiro Isashi's a little bit unfit. Okay, let's have a look at our players. They seem like they're doing fine. Wojcik. Okay, we'll keep it like this for now. So, Tarutin, my centre forward. Neitzel's my central midfielder. The German guy. Morton's my left winger. Now Face is on. Obviously he'll come and score a goal. Oh no, he's not. So my goalkeeper did really well there. Got a rating of a 9. Like I said, he doesn't look like a very good goalkeeper, really. But I did say before that I don't think goalkeepers really matter that much in this game. So my winger, basically work rate is a determinant of tackles. So for some reason, if you've got decent work rate and decent off the ball, you generally seem to sometimes get decent tackles. Ikanga's the absolute king of this. And then obviously we've got our runs. Evans still dominating. He'll dominate until his tackling becomes an issue. And then my new striker, 2-2. And Neitzel's got his first goal for the team. I'm just first few games for the Division 3. I will obviously do them one at a time like this. And then once we've played a few, I will stop and go to the review show. So we've got an absolutely disgusting League Cup draw, which is away at Southampton, because they're not Premier League, so they'll play their best team because they think they can win the League Cup, which they possibly can. Also, it's got a lot of fan favourites here. Scott McDonald, a guy that people love, creativity, pace, finishing off the ball, very good centre forwards. Wayne Bridge is much better in this game. Petreski is much better in this game. Pahars scores loads in this game. They got relegated from the Prem last season. They've got Lee Hendry, who's an excellent central midfielder. Off the ball, finishing, dribbling, balance, bravery, work rate, technique, teamwork. Bobby Zamora was quite good in this one. James Beattie is not as good in this one as he was in the old ones. However, he still scores lots of goals. So I am not thrilled about this game in the slightest. There's not many worse games I could have had here. Hello, let's go. and they've got Vesterveld in goal. So this is an absolute disaster of a game to be having. And now my best central midfielder has been taken off. They're playing the sweeper formation. Why is everyone playing the sweeper formation? I have no idea. Evans is doing okay, Wojcik's doing okay. I don't think there's any changes needed to be made here. We'll carry on. Obviously, this is just a horrible game to be playing. Like they're just too good a team for me to beat right now, which is really frustrating because you can win the League Cup in the second season. Okay, I'll change there and I'll bring Harrelson on, but we just don't have the players really to win this game. Chernow scored his first ever goal. The Russian contingent doing us nicely. Okay, that's incredible that we've won that game. I forgot they got Kevin Davis as well. So like, that just shows you the power of like the freaks that we've got. We can beat teams that are this good. I don't think we normally win that game. I think we got quite lucky, especially with them having the 2 offside goals. Probably the fact that they're playing this formation's helped, because that formation is trash. Okay, so see you in the next game. So final game for this episode, we're playing against Rushden and Diamonds. Different Steve Palmer. So they've got quite a decent team. They're playing this formation, which does really well on this iteration of the game. They've got Jordao, who always does well. They've got, I think is that Danny Morris, not Jody Morris. Dwayne Darby, who usually scores lots of goals, as you can see this time, 3 and 3. So they're not a bad team. John Elliott is the one that I was trying to think of last time that Dover have got. Gets loads of assists, so he's like perfect as a winger. Pace, dribbling, crossing, technique. Just needs more balance. Sometimes his balance roll is as high as like 15 or 16, I think, and then he's incredibly good. He's good now because the fact that these scores are just so high. Not enjoying this game really. So let's go. Always look to have a centre back taking my penalties. Makes a lot of sense. And Turitin, obviously getting his 3rd in 3, I think, or something. Offside goal. Yeah, so our team really are doing pretty well at the moment. We have got some exceptional players. I'm not to Andy Gorham's in goal. R.I.P. So I didn't notice that before. We are getting some players that are really good. This guy's exceptionally good. I don't know why my defence is like a sieve at the moment. I'm guessing that I've just not got defenders that are that good. So this guy's getting an average of 6 tackles a game. This guy 4.7. Oh, I guess it's okay. This guy 4. Not too bad. Anyway, let's have a look if anyone needs to come off. Nah, they're fine. And we'll play the second half. So he will lose his marker a lot. Like that'll be like one of the main things, because with pacing off the ball, you do get where it has that little thing. Has lost his marker. Has lost his marker. So obviously 15 pace, 22 off the ball, and then work rate. So yeah, doing well. 4 goals in 4 games. I thought he had 3 in 3, but you know, again, my wingers getting a lot of tackles in, getting assists. Not really running past many players. Wojcik, because his passing's higher than his creativity, I think that affects the amount of passes that he makes. I think it goes lower. And then Jimmy Kelly coming in. So this is outrageous. Look, 40 passes, 34 completed with 3 were key. A key tackle, and he only gets a 7. I think that's outrageous. And the interception's not really counting for anything. Just nothing at all. So we're top of the league, 14 goals in 3 games. That'll do me. I'd expect to win this division quite comfortably, hopefully. Alright, I will see you in the next episode.